Hello, Roman.
Hi.
This is George Pierce.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
The doctors have concluded that William is in a permanent vegetative state.
Oh, well, he'll surprise him.
Well, we'd like to believe that, but not this time.
You get a second opinion?
He's had 3. Now, Roman, my uncle gave me financial and medical power of attorney. If the firm was stable, we'd have time to mourn, but it's not. And we don't. William's directive asks using George in the event of incapacitation, and George has generously offered to take time from his busy practice to sort through the remaining cases, help close the office, and collect what's due.
Well, I probably haven't had time to consider all the various ramifications of this.
None of us have.
I can't live on my accolades.
Well, but Lynn was hoping to give you, what's the receptionist's name?
Vernita.
Vernita, severance. But looking over the books, it just doesn't seem possible.
I'll take over.
No, you're not capable of continuing the practice.
On your contempt fine, we can argue extreme emotional distress and hope for a reduction.
Right, but I'll take over because in the architecture of this firm, I am a pillar.
Yes, and Roman, I'd hope to reward you for that.
Hope don't get the job done.
What does that mean?
That means hope don't get the job done.
Is it ego or delusion? Honestly, I never paid enough attention to you. This place runs more like a charity service than a law firm. It's run a deficit for years. We, his family, can no longer afford it. We're clearing the books. We're handing this off to George. Roman, I'm sorry. God help me.
Yeah, just tell him to wait. No, just tell him to wait. I'll be there in 30. Less. All right. One second.
So you have...
I'll talk to him.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, man. I feel for you. Is this where the bulldog did his work? What a mind. He was great in the seat and great on his feet. Jesus, didn't he ever throw anything away? My secretary's gonna call. She'll be point on this. What do you use? Legal Pro? Quicken? What's that?
Status on every case, depositions, investigations, conferences.
Well, on cards? You're kidding.
I'm not helping you fast plead just so you can get a fee.
Well, I'm in court every day. I fight hard for my clients.
You're a low-flying bee.
Is that what William said about me?
William never mentioned you.
What's that about then?
Fact. Recorded fact, every case. Organized and available. Then you can fact check that if you like on the legal Quicken.
I don't have time for this. My office will call to coordinate going forward.
Let's watch him now. Young George, State of California versus Jason Angelo Fisher, one of his first cases. Fisher's first offense. Should have been reduced to misdemeanor possession, but you pled him out to felony, conspiracy, and possession. That became your MO. Take a retainer, waive your client's rights to a prelim, then dump them on the public defenders when they complain.
What, you worked the Fisher case, his appeal?
I recall reading the record.
That was 7 years ago.
8.
So you're saying that you know all that from memory?
7 years, 8 months, 47 days. I'm quite confident of my recollections.
Well, my win-loss record is above 90%.
Yeah, that's false and misleading. That's only if you count your 3 years as a prosecutor.
Well, William thought highly enough to bring me in if something happened.
Believe me, I'm going to find out why.
Roman. Hey, Roman. Where you going? Where you going?
MLK?
No, I'll give you a ride.
I'd rather walk.
Come on, Roman. Just want to talk. William taught at terminally ill. That's where we met. I was top of my class.
Potential's a bitch.
And I'll tell you what's not is having 4 offices and 60 people working for you. He picked me because I tossed him work. You know, loser cases I didn't want. I was too busy to handle this, closing his office. It's payback. I'll collect a fee. Look, it just so happens I could use someone with your ability and your power of persuasive argument. And I'll pay you twice what William gave you. What do you say?
What makes you different from this car?
Whoa! Really? Okay. I'm gonna tell you something I think may both surprise and disappoint you. I got a kickback from William for every single case I gave him.
Bullshit.
I have the records. Apparently, you've been untouched by the messy business of running a small criminal defense firm. Was it wrong? On some level, sure. Does it diminish what he did? Hell no. No, it allowed him to keep the doors open. It kept you two going. And to this day, I still remember quotes from his class. That voice, what is tolerance? It is the consequence of humanity. We are all formed of frailty and error. Let us pardon reciprocally each other's follies. That is the first law of nature. So what do you say we just forget the past and move forward?
Pull over. Can't work for you.
What are you gonna do?
I'll continue in criminal litigation.
It's a bitch of a market. What if you can't find something?
What?
For argument's sake, if you can't find a firm to take you on, what's next?
There is no next. There is no argument's sake. There's underwear model or activist attorney. There is no next.
Yeah, George.
I want to bring someone in.
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
Jackson had a guy drafted all his memoranda. I think he's a bit of a savant. He paid him $500 a week. We could bill him out for that much an hour.